Mic check, 1 2 1 2. How we feeling, BlerDCon?
How y'all doing out there? Y'all enjoying yourselves? 2026.
Y'all can do better than that. Are you enjoying yourselves?
Y'all not
live
sweating?
it up.
Y'all not sweating or nothing too much? That's good. That's
How
good,
are some
right?
of y'all awake? Y'all had to set 5 alarms, didn't you? It's cool, I know my people. All right, y'all having a good time? All right, any Boondocks fans in the building? Black Dynamite fans in the building?
Meg Thee Stallion fans in the building. That's what we're looking for. We need that energy. Keep that up. What's going on?
Any fans of Freaknik the musical? You nasties.
The last OG? Okay, there we go. We got some. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. So, I am Chris Fury from Blur's Eye View and Blur's Station, and this is
Johnny 2x4, but y'all can call me Tafari TV for the day.
So, I know where y'all here. Y'all not here to see us, right? Damn, they gotta be.
Well, body y'all too then, damn.
All right, we're here for the real people. We're here for Martian Blueberry, consisting of Carl Jones, Love Jones, Asheru. We here. We're gonna talk to him now. Check it out, Carl and Love Jones. What's happening? Do better than that, y'all. Get that up. Come on.
All right, there is gonna be a Q&A session later. You'll see me running around with the mic. Just look for the man with the plank of wood, all right?
We planned that, by the way.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
So, we have Carl and Love Jones in the building. We have Asheru. Come on up, Asheru. Y'all, if y'all know his music, come on, sir. Intro to Boondocks. Everything under the sun. This man is Peabody Award winner. We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Woo!
So, let me switch mics over. Asheru, we're going to start with you.
What's up, BlerDCon?
The intro to the Boondocks.
Yes.
The lyrics, the inspiration. Let's talk about that.
Okay. I tell this story a lot. I've found myself telling it a lot more and more lately. But me doing the theme song was something that Aaron saw way before he even had a show, because when it was still a comic strip. And so he always told me, like years before he got the deal, he was like, man, he said, when I ever get a TV show, I want you to do my theme song. And I was like, all right, no doubt. You my man, let's do it. I'm from the U Street era of hip hop here in DC. And so, and Aaron is a part of that too, you know. And so, yeah, when years went by, we kept bumping into each other, and finally it happened, and he was like, I'm gonna send you the beat, and I went and he called me on the phone, and he said, look, I'm sending you the beat right now. He said, I want you to make it 30 seconds long, don't mention any of the characters, and I want you to make it as black as you could possibly make it.
It was definitely black.
And he went blacker than that.
Yeah. And he hung up the phone, and the reason why it's super black is because the first version I sent him, he was like, yo, this is dope, but like make another one for me. Like you almost like, I love this, but make me another one. So I wrote another one, sent it to him. He was like, oh man, this is incredible, but it's just not hitting where I needed to hit. And I hadn't seen any of it, so I'm shooting in the dark, you know. So I said, all right, it's no problem. Make a third one, sent it to him. He's like, nah, man, he's like, this shit is dope, man. I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry, this is dope, but I can't. So now I'm thinking something's wrong with Aaron, because now I'm frustrated, like, I know I'm dope. What's wrong with Aaron? So then I wrote the fourth one. He said no. Fifth one, he said no. Sixth one, he says no. Seventh time I go to the studio, my son might have been like 3 years old at the time. We walked to the studio, my boy's crib. I took my son with me, sat him on the couch. I looked at the engineer. I said, yo, if Aaron doesn't take this one, forget it. Like, I quit. And I went in and I just spit. I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the vision.
Do we have that clip? I think we
And when I sent it, yeah. Exactly.
The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right.
So I sent him that, and he was like, yo, this the word. And I was just like super thankful because I was almost about to quit.
He's about to walk out that door.
So I'm happy that it happened.
That's my daily affirmation. How many people, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
The lyrics really are inspirational because they do mean something. And,
Yeah,
and it does. It's that should be the wake-up call, right? Like now, even now.
Yeah.
Anthem.
I mean,
That's the
it's
anthem.
about the black experience in America. You know, we're the stones that the builder refused. We're the ones that got rejected that ended up being the cornerstone of the country. You know what I mean? Stone that the builder refused, the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. So strange fruit, we hung on trees. You know what I mean? Spark that makes your idea bright. All the black inventions, all the things that we create, culture, cuisine, fashion, sports, art, entertainment. That's us.
They
You know
wouldn't
what I
be
mean?
here without us.
We the spark that make your idea bright. The same spark. So we get it from a divine source. We the same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. We the ballad in your box, the bullet in your gun, the inner glow to let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come, and I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. So yeah, I couldn't make it no blacker than that.
And we needed way more than 30 seconds of that. I'm just.
But hold on, but yo, on the other end of that spectrum, right, what a lot of people don't know is that the Martin Luther King episode that we did on the Boondocks, where
We
Martin
gonna talk about that.
When Martin Luther King was, when he did his speech to niggas, that was also a song that Asheru had wrote.
we have that too.
So the lyrics actually came from a song that he had recorded before the show. Yeah.
I think we have
But
to push
that's
that
what
so
I
they can
see
see it,
now, niggas. And you don't want to be a nigga, because niggas are living contradictions. Niggas are full of unfulfilled ambitions. Niggas wax and wane. Niggas love to complain. Niggas love to hear themselves talk but hate to explain. Niggas love being another man's judge and jury. Niggas
Procrastinate till it's time to worry. That's why when niggas get back in the corner, they throw flurries.
Miguel.
That was a song called "Niggas" that I wrote as a. No, seriously, but it was a tribute to the Last Poets. I don't know if y'all are familiar, but Last Poets is pre-hip hop. But they had a song called "Niggas Are Scared of Revolution," and that was my verse. That was my take on that song.
You know what? Now that you mention that, what does that look like now? For real, what does that look like now? We out here in this world and we facing these a new trial every day.
I mean, that's why we need shows like this back. Me and Carl was just talking about it. Like, this is the time
We
right now
trying.
where it would be powerful, you know, because of all of the content and all the things that are going on. But this is definitely not a time to be scared. So
That's right.
I don't know how it would look right now.
It would shake them up like it did before. Just like it shake them up like they did before. So there's a voicemail that Aaron McGrew left on your voicemail, right? What was that about?
So during those years when he was telling me, "Yo, I'm almost there. We're about to get the show," I kept bumping into him, you know, at like ed conferences. I was at an education conference one time. I saw him in the lobby of a hotel I was staying at randomly, and we bumped into each other. Then I saw him again at a Mos Def show, randomly. Like, we walking out, and I'm like, "All right, what's up?" So at that time, I gave him this mixtape I had called Insomnia, and it was just a collection of like joints that I was thinking about putting out or whatever. And he listened to it, and he called me, and he left this long message just about like the different songs he loved and what he wanted to talk about. And it was dope, man. It was a long, heartfelt message. And then I ended up releasing Insomnia and putting that voicemail on the mixtape.
Ash, yeah, what's up, man? Aaron McGruder, got your message. So yeah, man, the new shit, it's incredible. The joint that killed me was If I Die. I need to, I want to holler you about that, because that's the one I think I really like to use in the show. I'm trying to write something around it, getting animated, and think it'd be good. So
hearing that back, what's that feel like?
I just think about that early phase of it all, you know, when it was still just ideas floating in your mind before it was a physical, tangible thing, you know. And so yeah, that's what it makes me think of. Just Aaron being on that grind and us putting music together and just, you know, what became of that call, that phone call.
It puts you in a different mind state. You know, you've been in the business like 20 years.
This next year will be 30. My first release was in '97, so next year will be 30 years.
We are living in an age where hip hop is literally real. Like it's another calling because you know Redman's here in the building. You know, De La Soul dropped a new album last year, along with a couple other. But you're a Peabody Award winner on top of that. Give it up. Give it up. That Peabody Award, receiving that Peabody Award for your work.
I remember when they were putting out the Martin Luther King episode, Aaron called me like maybe, I think it came on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
He called me like Thursday or Friday. He was like, wait till Sunday. He said, wait till you see what I got Martin Luther King. He said, I got Martin Luther King saying your lyrics. And I was like, you ain't got Martin Luther King saying my lyrics. He was like, yes, I do. I was like, Aaron, for real? He's like, no, I got him saying that whole nigga song. And I was like, no, Aaron, no. I'm literally on the phone like, no, man, don't do that. He's like, it's too late, bro. It's coming out on Sunday. Like, whatever.
Yo, but you know what's funny about that? I remember the next day, me and Aaron were sitting together, and it came on CNN.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say, so that Monday, CNN had Jesse Jackson, God bless the dead, Al Sharpton. They were all like, this is an abomination.
Yeah.
we would never.
But that was, I remember that was the moment where we were like, oh shit. Yeah. Like, that was the first time we were like, what the fuck are we doing? it's like,
I remember, and I just remember saying, yo, Aaron, you gonna get in trouble, man, if you put that out. And then the next day when all of that happened, I think Aaron got a kick out of it, though. I think he actually enjoyed riling, like having that kind of response. But I'm gonna tell you what's really funny, though. Years later, I did a panel at Stanford University at the King Research Center with a brother, and I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but Clarence, there's a brother that used to be a speechwriter and friend of King. His first name was Clarence. I'm sorry, I forget his last name. So the brother's on the panel. I didn't know I was there for an ambush. I'm thinking I'm there for the panel, and somebody was like, why would you have Dr. King saying those words? So they're going on, and it was like a whole thing. And I turned to Clarence, and I was like, Clarence, you were cool with Dr. King, right? He's like, yeah. I said, like, that was your boy? He's like, yeah. I said, so you telling me you never had a time where you rode around with Dr. King or hung out, and he like was like, look at them niggas over there, or said something to that effect, you know? And he was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, see? I was like, y'all tripping. Dr. King was a human being. He was a real man, you know what I mean?
As if it wouldn't come off his lips.
Yeah, so yeah, but to win the Peabody, though, was a definite honor. I found out in that time it was the first time a cartoonist ever won that award, first time a rapper ever won that award. So I'm just, you know.
To be in the business as long as you have, and to see the kids that started out listening to your music and now seeing them as adults, that's got to do something, especially in the style of hip hop.
It does, man. I mean, hip hop is that one genre of music where the mom and the daughter, or the dad and the son might have the same favorite rapper. You know, like we might both be listening to Kendrick or both be listening to whoever, you know what I mean? And before, like when I was growing up, I listened to the music, the cookout music. I listened to the music that my parents played, you know? But this generation and my generation and up, we're a little different, you know what I mean? Like we all are having this experience together. We're all using social media together. We're doing things that our parents just didn't do when we were younger, you know? So I think it just opens up a door for a lot of opportunity. But yeah, I see people all the time, young kids, I talk to them about the Boondocks, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because it was 20 years ago, you know what I mean? So if you're 12, 13, you might not know. But your mom, your dad knows, because they're like, oh, I grew up on that.
Go ask your older brother.
Right. And now I'm like, damn, now I feel old because you grew up on it. You know, so it's dope though, man. I think hip hop keeps you young, so I ain't complaining.
Seeing your lyrics to the intro placed against the animation, that's got to be beyond the dream.
Yeah, man, I definitely teared up like, damn. Because, you know, I didn't see it on TV first. We went out to L.A., and I saw it, like, on TV with Aaron and everybody, like, in a bar, like, watching it. And I just remember being like, holy shit, yo, like, I cannot believe this, man. And, yeah, I was just thankful that it kept going for all the seasons, and they didn't change it, like, we're going to make another song, we're going to do a new season theme song. They kept that theme song, so.
That's what's up. Like, Asheru, man, you put in so much work, and the culture thanks you.
Thank you.
The culture thanks you. Like, it still gets played to this day, and like Love said, it's like it's an affirmation. That song is an affirmation, and right now in the time where we need it the most.
Absolutely,
it's
absolutely.
necessary.
Thank you for so much.
Yeah, give it up. Carl Jones. When is Toothache returning?
I don't know who that is.
Not Tuesday.
See, no one knows it. Why did you bring that up? No one knows who Tombstake is. And
Barnez and Noodles.
don't go Google Tombstake because a lot of weird stuff will come up.
So, Carl, being part of this cornerstone of creating the Boondocks, and then knowing that it really made an impact on the culture, you know, poking fun at the culture, putting the mirror up to reality. What is that feeling like for you when you still see how relevant it's necessary now?
Well, I mean, seeing that it's still relevant is it's a little surreal, you know, because I mean we did it so long ago, you know what I mean? So like, it's funny because like, Love and I would be sitting in the house and she'll be on TikTok and I'll hear my voice like just like booty butt, booty butt, booty butt. Like, how are they still playing that? Like,
No,
you know,
my
it's
favorite
like,
all the time is, what did he do
to make them niggas that mad?
Every time that comes up, every time.
So it's crazy, like, just like this, especially, I mean, it's been 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So like to hear, like, Thugnificent coming from, you know what I mean? Like,
Booty warrior.
oh God, and the booty warrior. Booty is more important than TikTok.
No, wait, I got a funny story for you guys, though. I was gonna, like, I heard Felice Johnson actually got out of jail, so I wanted to set up a call. I'm sorry, I have a dark, twisted humor. I wanted to set up a call with him and Carl, but then I saw how mad he was about it, so I was like, maybe not.
Well, because this nigga really does this for real.
I
Like,
know.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he really loves booty. Like, I don't want no smoke with him. It's crazy.
Like,
I was like legit scared when he got out.
Yeah, I remember
He
when he
even
got
called
out.
you out, right? He was like,
Yeah.
Carl Jones doing my voice.
I started to deactivate my Instagram. I was like, yo, what none of that. But no, but I mean, but I think to your other point about it being necessary now. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, the question that I always get, and I'm sure Asheru, you hear it, and I know Aaron hears, everyone hears, why doesn't it come out now, or where's the show, or is it coming back? Will there be a season 5 or 6? And I mean, the truth is, it's just really, really hard. It's a hard sell today, right? And I don't think that the audience is necessarily too sensitive. I just think that the networks aren't taking as many risks as they did before. You know, and some of that could be because they're afraid of the backlash that they would get. But I think the other part of it is, and not to get too winded, but the streaming platforms just went through a streaming war where they were fighting for subscribers, and they made a whole lot of content thinking that if they had more content than the competitor, that they would actually get more subscriptions, but that didn't actually turn out that way. But while they were going through these streaming wars, they spent a whole lot of money making shit that nobody was watching. So now they're trying to overcorrect that, and they're not making anything, you know what I'm saying? But even during the streaming wars, I think that there was still this need to reach like this broad global audience, right? Because like Netflix became this like, you know, monster, right? It's like you know what I mean, where they you know, it started out as a small boutique company, but now they're all over the world. So they started making content that spoke, in their minds, that spoke to a broader audience. So I think everything started to become kind of homogenized, and people weren't taking risk on shows or movies that spoke to a very specific audience or a subculture, which is something that I think the Boondocks did. So I think part of the problem is just there's not a lot of networks out there willing to take the type of risk that it would take to get behind a show where we have Booty Warriors and we got Gangstaliciouses and Thugnificence, and you know what I mean?
Martin Luther King saying nigga.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of that that's going on now. And as Asheru mentioned, winning this Peabody Award, when you got that call, what was that like?
What you mean with the Peabody Award?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, well, first of all, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what the fuck a Peabody was. It was just like, you know, I was happy to be working in animation, man. You know, I come from a small town, Fayetteville, North Carolina, bro. Like, okay. All right. Y'all must like J. Cole. Nah. But yeah, so like, for me, I was just excited to be making cartoons, man, especially the kind of cartoons that we were making because, you know, it spoke directly to us. You know, when I grew up, I was a big fan of the Flintstones and the Jetsons, right? And I remember when I was watching those shows as a kid, I was like, damn, they don't got no niggas in the future or the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to do something about that. You know, so I always had this dream of like, I always had this dream of being an animator or being a cartoonist. I didn't know I'd be writing and directing, but so for me, once I did get my foot in the industry, and thanks to Aaron, you know, opening the door for me and allowing me to work with him to make this, you know, this cultural, I guess, landmark now in animation, like, that meant more to me than anything. Going to work every day, hanging out with my friends who basically became my family, and making each other laugh, like, that was the reward for me. Like, I still don't really know what a Peabody is, to be honest with you.
Hear it a lot, just not sure.
Well, what it is, Carl, is it's an award for journalism that comes out of the University of Georgia. It's like a journalism Pulitzer, if you will.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's talk about some of the voice acting and some of the projects you have coming up, because you have worked with some people in this industry that are now best known for voice acting, and some of them are actors. No one thought in a million years that would be Regina King doing both the brothers' voices. Yeah. And now you look at Regina different, you're like, yeah, and then you see the behind the scenes, you're like, wow, that is weird. That is weird.
I'm gonna be honest with you, every time I hear her talk now, I can't not hear Huey and Riley.
Yo, you want to hear something funny? So I'm watching TV one day, and there was a maxi pad commercial on. And it was talking about wings and absorbent seed, but it was Riley. I heard Riley talking about maxi pads. As I looked at the TV, and it dawned on me it was Regina doing a commercial. Exactly. But I was like, what is Sony doing? What they got?
They said, this is AI. What is going on?
They don't want to bring the show back, but they got Riley selling maxi pads? Like,
so you are working on some projects. Obviously, we know about Meg's new project. But you have another special project lined up, correct?
Yes. Is it time to talk about it now?
We're going to wait for a little
bit.
Oh,
wait
yeah.
What we'll talk about is we did launch this company called Martian Blueberry. It's funny you mentioned strange fruit, because Martian Blueberry is another way of saying strange fruit. And because a lot of people are like, what is that name? What does that name mean? But I wanted to find a more clever, kind of covert way to say that. But we launched this company with every intention on giving us a place where we can tell our stories authentically. And part of the reason was what I talked about earlier, you know, with the industry being the way that it is, and it's really, really hard to get these studios to take risks. We wanted to take matters into our own hands and create a company that worked more under an independent model, right? So we do have some studio projects like the one we're doing with Amazon and Meg Thee Stallion called Hotties. And we got a couple features in the works. but in development. But aside from that, like we're building this underground railroad, you know what I mean, where we found a path to do really high quality anime movies that speak to us, because the blurred community, in my opinion, is what created this explosion of anime all across the world. And it's true, it's true. I think, I mean, we elevate everything we do, and we take things to a new level, and the world is watching what we like. And so I feel like because there's not enough representation in anime, and I'm not asking them to represent us in anime, what I am saying is that we have an opportunity to tell our own stories and work with some of the same Japanese studios, some of the same Japanese creators, which we did on the Boondocks. A lot of people, because I know I hear this argument, is it anime or is it not anime? And I don't really get into that, but I will say that we collaborate with Studio Trigger and Madhouse, and you know what I'm saying? We work with some of the Korean studios that are working on some of these Japanese anime as well. So I'm just saying, like, I think there's a time where we can actually bring all of these cultures together and do something really more specific to us, and that's basically what we're doing at Martian Blueberry.
I believe we actually have someone who's working on. Not yet. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Huh?
Black Dynamite. Okay. So yeah, Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite! I'm just saying.
Dynamite!
I want to tell you a story.
The movie that created a whole nother lane that we didn't think was possible, and you brought it to animation. And working with this amazing cast, which was really the same cast from the film.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Did you campaign for that? Like,
it's so crazy story, man. My whole life has been my whole career has been very serendipitous. Like I don't know, I'll be in the right place at the right time. But so Cedric Yarborough, who plays Tom on the Boondocks, you guys know, he's also Reno 911. Really, really funny. He plays Think Meaner also. But he was in the movie Black Dynamite as Chocolate Giddy-Up. Right. So he actually came to the Boondocks offices one day, and he had a director's cut of the movie, and so I took it home and I watched it, and I was like, yo, like this shit would make a really dope animated series, right? And I swear to you, like a month later, it might have been 2 months, but it was shortly after that, I get a call from my manager, and he's like, yo, the Black Dynamite people reached out, and they want to see if you'd be interested in doing something animated with Black Dynamite. Now, mind you, the director's cut that I saw, I wasn't supposed to have seen. So they did a meeting with me, and I acted like I saw it for the first time. I was just watching like, oh, that's hilarious. But after it was over, they were like, so what do you think? And I was like, oh yeah, I had a whole show laid out by then. So like, I pitched it to him. Michael Jai White, you know, he was on board. He loved it. I already had a relationship with Adult Swim, so I literally went into Adult Swim and pitched it, and they bought it in the room, you know? And I mean, shortly after that, thank you. That's
very rare, by the way. They don't buy in the room.
No, it is very rare. But I'll tell you one other thing. So me and my partner Brian Ash, who I also worked with on the Boondocks, we wrote the first pilot for Black Dynamite. It was Trouble on Puppet Street. It was 11 minutes. Mm-hmm. And Adult Swim saw it, and they were like, it's cool, right? But they were like, can we push it a little further? Because Adult Swim is the only place that asks you to do shit more weird or go further, you know what I mean? Like, because most networks are always pulling you back. They're like, no, nigga, put your foot on the gas. So we were like, shit, all right. So we wrote another pilot, you know, called Jackson 5 Across Your Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Where we find out that Joseph Jackson wasn't the abusive one in the family, it was Michael. And then he was an alien. And so they were like, yes. They're like, this is what we're talking about.
But they did tell you to pull back where?
Yeah, so we turned in the pilot script, and we rarely get notes from Adult Swim, by the way, on Black Dynamite or Boondocks. But the one thing that they said we couldn't do is, because we had Michael Jackson impregnated Cream Corn with 1,000 alien babies. And they was like, that's where we draw the line.
The fact that they had a line to draw.
That's
After they
his
said,
mind.
we need you to push it
Off
as far as
drugs,
possible.
ladies and gentlemen. He don't do anything, and that's how his mind works. Not on drugs.
The fact they said, we need you to push it, put your foot on the gas, and then it's like, oh no, that's where we draw the line.
Right.
Yeah.
I always get scared when people tell him, no, do it. I'm like, are you sure? You don't know how his mind works. Be careful with telling him to go far, because he will go far.
I mean, honestly, Adult Swim really, I think they spoiled us, because once I got into the real TV world, I realized you can't do the shit, you know. I remember I had a show at Fox, and we were, I can't remember what it was, but it was something I was fighting for. It was some shit I wanted to do, and they have an S&P department, which is like standards and practices, right? And it was crazy, because, I mean, and it was all black women, which I was like, this is dope, right? So I was like, yo, can I like meet with y'all? Because I wanted to talk through some of these notes and see if I could get my way, right? So we met, and they wasn't giving me no leeway at all, right? And I was like, but hold on, man, like Seth MacFarlane, he gets to do all this shit on Family Guy. He got Stewie pointing a gun at his mom, and they was like, well, nigga, you are not Seth MacFarlane. And I said, okay.
So
So
one
that
of the
is
people,
correct.
One of the people you worked with is a special guest. He's here.
Yes. We do have a special guest and a special project that we want. Okay. We have two special guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the Reverend Al Sharpton, Youth Director of Operation Blackmail and founder of the prepaid race car. Allow me to tell you why they have paid me to be here today. On behalf of our sponsors, Roscoe's, Anaconda Malt Liquor, and Smokey's Barbecue Cigarettes, I present to you the newest and biggest, blackest member of the black community, the great Dr. King! I am the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Again.
Talk
his
about a
mind.
line being drawn.
Yo.
Yes.
What up?
Give it up
That
for
was
Godfrey.
Godfrey, everybody.
Godfrey!
What's up? What's up? Good morning or afternoon. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, wait. Oh, take it back. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, I didn't remember. Damn, that was a while ago.
What's going on? Godfrey, everybody. Godfrey.
Yeah.
Godfrey.
I had to watch a bunch of Al Sharpton videos to get that.
Like, you've been
I had to
partying with him last night. You've been hanging. What's going on?
I've been hanging. This is
First
dope. This is dope. BlerDCon. This is my first one. Thank you guys for having me here. This has been awesome. This has been awesome. I was like, black nerds? I'm there. Shit.
What does it feel like for you?
What does it feel like? I mean, it's just to be around just super intelligent black people. I'm used to that. So to have a convention of it, it's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I grew up with black nerds. You know what I'm saying? Just comic book collecting, the whole, you know what I mean? The anime thing is on another level now.
Yes, it is.
You know, shit, I don't even know what to watch. I know what did traumatize me was that, was it Attack of the Titans? Fuck that. Man, that fucked me up. I just stepped away from this shit. I was like, yo, that shit fucked me up, dog. Naked, eating, what the I watched the whole thing. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
You're not alone.
I'm like, yo, I'm good.
You traumatized a couple people.
I was traumatized. Butt ass naked. What is going on? So I step back, yo. I'm like old school, but I've been collecting, which is dope. Because I want to watch more with more black characters for me, and you know what I mean. And just my friend Sammy, who was part of producing of us Afro Samurai, and she just talked about
She's here.
She works with Crunchyroll and all this other. I just did a panel with her. She's the reason why I'm here. She brought me out here, and she works with black animators in Japan. You know, she has a whole community of black animators in Japan, and she was telling me just how difficult it is just to have black people voice anime characters.
Yeah.
Black characters are voiced by white people. Like, ugh. Like, no, I'm not. That's not ugh to white people. It's not all the white people, but what the fuck are we doing here? Right. You know, even when you look at just animation in general, because growing up from Hanna-Barbera to Walter Lantz to Disney, all this other shit, you just find out, like, even in voiceover, when I'm going to voiceover, there's sometimes they want you to, they don't think black people can just change our voices. You feel where I'm coming from? They think we just are ourselves. You know, oh, that's Chris Rock playing the zebra. You know, they don't think you can go, I told you, I'm not supposed, you know, they don't think you can switch your voice up, which is weird. They just really you know me. If you know my style, man.
That's what I was about to say. If y'all don't, Godfrey has like 3,000 voices, and I don't understand. I mean, it's like, and I've worked with a lot of voiceover actors, and I work with a lot of people that do impressions. This guy is hands down one of the best I've ever seen in the business.
And the only reason, the reason why you saw it was because of COVID. During COVID, there wasn't shit to do. And this is what's so funny is I was watching Dame Dash. Because I love Dame Dash.
Me too.
I watch him all. He's so arrogant, but he makes a lot of sense, but he's so arrogant.
Did you see the animated thing he did on Dame Dash?
Oh, yeah.
I actually played Dame.
Even when Dame's teeth popped out, he was like, it's what it is, baby. I'm from Harlem. You know what I mean? I was like, he's always confident with whatever the fuck. So I'm watching him, right? And he's on his live because, you know, everybody was doing lives and shit. So I'm watching Dave, and he's in his yard, and he's talking to his boy. He goes, yo, man, it's COVID, man. Fuck you gonna do during COVID, yo? And he goes, yo, fuck you think I'm gonna do? He's like, listen, man, we're creators, man. If you ain't creating right now, everybody's sitting on their ass right now. You should be on it. You should be on that phone. And I took it. I was like, yeah, he's right. And so then I started to go, okay, I think I can imitate people. And so, you know, Affion Crockett and Jay Farrow and all of them. So I was going against them back and forth, but I realized I think I have more voices than them. And they said, man, I didn't know, because when I did Steve Harvey, no, Steve Harvey, I'm never going to do the Family Feud. He fucking hates me. So, that motherfucker texted me like, I'm going to kick your ass. You got me fucked up, boy. I could just see him texting me, yeah, I'm going to tear your ass. So I was like, so Affion, when I was doing Steve Harvey, Affion calls me, goes, yo, man, I didn't know you could do Steve Harvey. I said, I thought everybody does Steve Harvey. She goes, no, motherfucker, how the hell do you do that? I said, I just did it. I don't know. So people didn't realize, because most of those guys were on shit. They didn't know I could do, my Trump is better than a white dude on SNL. I'll dust his ass off.
No, you're Elon,
I will dust his ass off.
You're Elon Musk.
Oh.
Nigga, you gotta do it. You got to. Please.
We have to, my technology is,
the motherfucker glitches in front of us, guy.
I just feel that technology is it's gonna save the world. I just really believe that.
One day I just watched Elon Musk. I was watching all his interviews and shit, because he's been abused. He's been abused and shit like that. And I just watched him and shit, because my boy Don Lemon was interviewing him. Don was like, this motherfucker's crazy, man. Because Don is just like, so what else do you think? Because he doesn't look at people.
He goes, I just feel that,
so I knew I could do, because I was doing voices when I was little, but I didn't think about being a stand-up comic and none of that shit. I was just, because as being a Nigerian, hey, Niger, hey, Niger Kwenu, hey. So, they're like, we are here.
You got family.
Hey, Nigeria, hey, where are you, Igbo? Hey, hey, why? Now you see us now. Well, come on now, say something.
Got family in the house. That's what's up.
What do you say?
Got family in the
but
house.
But that's our first impersonation is your parents. Because, my parents had accents. So my brother, sister, we would just imitate my dad. What are you doing here? Use your common sense. That was the first impersonation. You know what I mean? But I would always do, because Nigerians loved Ali, Muhammad Ali. So as a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, I would get money from my uncles that would come from Nigeria. They said, do Ali for $1. Do Ali. And I'd be like, I'm fast, I'm pretty, I shook up the world. I'm the greatest. Joe Frazier's too ugly. Oh yeah, I was doing that shit at 5, getting money. Like, who else won? I'll do $1, I need money. You know, I do that whole shit. But yeah, oh, thank you, appreciate it. You know, but like being people actually seeing me do stuff was because of social media. It was social media that really, people say, I didn't know you could do all that. I said, I always could do it. I mean, I got rejected from SNL. My first audition.
Heard about that.
I mean, yeah, this is the fucking facts. It was me, Tracy Morgan, it was Jimmy Fallon, all of us was auditioning for it. And they said, we need 5 characters, 5 impersonations. I did 6 of them. And I didn't even make it to the second round. Didn't even make it a second. Yeah, I didn't make it a second round.
Crazy.
Yeah. And when I see the guy that does Trump now, I go, I'll dust that motherfucker off, yo. You know, and they should have a black Trump on SNL. That'd be
great.
But don't call it black Trump. Just have a black dude doing Trump.
I'd be like, this is so great. I can't believe I'm here. This is so fantastic. I swear to God, black nerds, I love you so much. Look at all my blacks. They're so great. You didn't invite Obama. You didn't invite him, did you? You invited the white guy. That's what you did. Fantastic. I love Carl Jones. He's fantastic, isn't he? He never hires me. I don't know why. He's so bad.
Again, he had the wrong number, right?
What did you say?
He had the wrong number. He was contacting
yeah, he had my old number. I fucked up, though. I changed my number. He's like, I've been trying to text you. And I was like, shit.
So stop saying that.
Yeah, no, I know, no. I mean, I'm a big Carl Jones fan. I've always kept in touch. I think he's done such great work. Fantastic work, man. You're like a treasure in the animation world, for real. It's real shit, like,
Carl,
for real.
I gotta ask
Wait,
you.
a fun fact though, my favorite story about the, like from artists that worked on Black Dynamite, they would tell me like, if like a bomb hit that building, Black Dynamite, you would have killed every black artist in animation, because Carl hired nothing but black artists. He had white people coming up to him like, I heard you don't hire white people. He's like,
well, you don't hire white people. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. You don't hire us. That's why we're doing it.
That's the problem. So he has to overcompensate for that.
People actually ask me that. And I was like, of course, I don't hire white people.
What the fuck, man? And they love to say that, like, or even, I remember in college, I went to the University of Illinois, and out of 40-something thousand, there was only 800 blacks, right? 800, but we had the Divine Nine, Delta Sigma, we had every fraternity, but we all stuck together. And my wife roommate was like, how come all the blacks like hang out with each other? Like, you guys just don't mix. I go, because there's 800 of us, you fucking idiot. It's like weird. They do shit like that. Whenever we are autonomously happy, they always got to go, what's going on over there? You told us to get out. Right. It's like Black Wall Street. You said, get the fuck out. Okay, we'll build our own shit, and then you come and burn it. Get the fuck out of here. Right. See, I'm not going to beat around the bush on these panels. You have BlerDCon because of white supremacy. Let's keep it fucking 100. That's why. You have this blurred, black nerd, you have to, because of that shit. There's a guy, Tony Weaver. You know Tony Weaver, Jim?
Yeah.
Tony Weaver.
That guy's phenomenal.
Yes.
He breaks down the racism through his nerd style and talks about the discrepancy and just the unfairness in racist shit that happens. He's fantastic, you know?
Yeah.
So, Carl, I want to ask you, Thugnificent. You talk about voice work and voice in animation. The Thugnificent back here. This guy.
I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Did they do the thing with the fire hoses?
What do you think, chump?
Damn. What's eating you?
A goddamn German Shepherd. That's what's eating me. Where was you?
I had to go back to the apartment because I forgot my raincoat.
This nigga went to get a motherfucking raincoat. Sorry, man.
I'm gonna tickle you again.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
And Dad had to be more creative.
Excuse me, my name is Positive Brother Hakeem from Positive Big Black Brothers and Sisters of America, and I understand you have 2 misguided young brothers who need some positivity. We don't need no reason to out. That's why we drink Hennessy. That's why we smoke menthols. That's why we niggas. We likes to ruin. Now I know that to you, I'm just a poor, light-skinned gardener who can't even afford a shirt. But I love me some Jesus, and I love me some you. Now, I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. You don't have to ask for that. It comes with the service, nigga. Just like the assortment of gums, mints, lotions, and hair care products.
Stick leader, your heart of darkness has earned you a trip back. You have my blessings to exact vengeance on the Freeman family and to spread ignorance and chaos in the black community. They will be no match for you.
And the winner is Dick James.
Dick James is truly touched by your kindness. First, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior for blessing me with such a wide throat, making me greedy enough to swallow such huge quantities of food at one time. And the new winner is Bullhorn. And now to present the trophy to the new champ, the sexiest and only white woman on the beach, international movie star, Bo Derek.
I don't know about this, man. We fucking with Black Dynamite.
You know what? You acting like a little bitch right about now. Now we gonna roll up in the rink, find these little marks, and smoke them.
Frank the John, ain't you a little too old for treats? Man, you know you can't trick my dick with no treats. I just want some pussy. What do we want? You see all these rock hard dicks standing in front of you, man? We need some fucking and sucking, and we need it now. And if you ain't got fucking and sucking, we'll take some sucking and fucking.
Didn't y'all hear the sign? Fresh set of hoes. Aren't y'all married anyway?
Of course we married, man. Why you think we here? Look, I can't walk around like this all day. I'm working at school with kids. My dick is harder than slavery.
That is some bullshit. Don't nobody believe you, Richard Pryor. Oh, what you gonna do to me? Black Dynamite, I'm gonna kick your dick, nuts, and ass to the motherfucking bone. Do you hear me?
Richard's got that shit and that shinola. You can't have shinola without the shit. Because the truth lives in the shit. The shit is where you find wisdom. The shit is what reminds you that your shit stinks. It keeps your feet on the ground. You are not able to stay at home with your brothers and sisters. You are not able to women tell the man above the man above. We ain't here to have y'all trying to lose, and some of the side bitches will not be televised. Thank you.
Floyd Mayweather.
I'm looking for which one of y'all is this nigga?
Yeah, that's me, Hemi. I'm a real big fan.
Oh, that. You got my paper? Where's my begotten Skrilla seed?
Who that?
Cindy, nigga. Come on now.
She ain't here, Pastor.
If I find out you're lying, Milky Toast, I'ma kill everybody in this mother. I'm just saying, how you gonna cast a nigga to play OJ? I transcend race. That's why I got off for killing my wife. And because I was innocent, of course. But I definitely killed that overacting, show me the money black motherfucker Cuba Gooding Jr., and then I write a book about it called I Did Stab That Bitch. Cuba, not my wife.
You know, I hate snitching, but let me tell you something. Everybody out here saying Suge killed Tupac. When they know off top, I'm the nigga that protected Tupac. Tupac not dead. You know he's somewhere smoking a cigar on the island somewhere. But I do know that nigga that gave Eazy-E AIDS, though.
You did it? You know I can't see, nigga. Would you shut the hell up and let me coach the motherfucking game the way I coach? You loudmouth motherfucker.
Virgil, you see me seeing you ignoring me, motherfucker?
You got till the first.
I want my rent money.
Yo, stop. Yo, I'm just messing with you. Where you off to?
Nowhere. He was just showing us around.
Hey, yo, my man. Ain't no reason to lie to the ex.
Look, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, all right? You're looking at 6 months to a year. But if you cooperate and tell the judge you stole the yellow purse, you're looking at house arrest. What do you say? Oh, also, Cornell wanted me to give you this. He said he hopes you'll be proud of it.
You rolling with Mayor Leonard Jenkins tonight. I'm gonna get y'all through the back door, though, cause
Only talent backstage.
Nigga, I know you just saw me walk up with them.
Talent only.
Nigga, I got talent.
What is it?
Okay, let me see. Yeah, the name is Webster, but you know, everybody call me Webb, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't, but it'd be real cool if they did, though, you know what I'm saying? Down here. Oh, I love what you did back there. I'm Phil Jackson of the National Power Walking Association.
That's really cool.
I've been scouting all over town, and I know talent when I see it. You're a natural. You got the speed, the form, and the horse-sized stomach good enough for smuggling. I can make you a star, stupid horse.
That's a hell of a panel. That's a hell of a catalog.
There's still more. There's a lot more, but.
We have another guest in the building with us tonight. This is a black-ass panel. I'm just saying. RZA Islam is in the building.
Woo-woo!
RZA Islam, come on up, brother.
Well,
where's that?
Wait,
all right. Well, let me set this up. So, for those of you who don't know who RZA Islam, and you will meet him, but you will meet him in a second. To me, he is a modern day superhero. Like, to me, like well, not just to me, it's our whole community. He is, our modern day Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Like he's now he's a community activist, freedom fighter, truth teller. He's also actively doing things to solve the problems in our community. Because there's a lot of people that talk about him, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, he talks about the problems so much, I think he got banned from like social media platforms like over 20 times.
Right, yeah.
Because he's that fearless. And there's not a whole lot of people today that are fearless in the way that he has, in the way that he is, in the way that he presents the truth to our people and fights for our people on the front lines every single day. So I want to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, RZA Islam.
All right, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
RZA.
So I know everybody's wondering, like, RZA and anime, what is that?
so one, RZA, thanks for coming up and I'm glad Carl said what he said, because you don't only help out the black community, you give the solutions.
Yes, sir.
And that's something that a lot of us in the community look for. They're like, you always got a problem with something, but where's the solution to it, And I think that's something we just need to be upfront and in the face. You have people, you have a very small pocket of people that's willing to do that. So thank you, number one, thank you for that.
Absolutely. I'm honored. I'll just say, I'm going to let Carl do his thing because I know he's going to kind of lay it on heavy. But I'm truly honored and surprised to see our community this strong in this space. My first convention, it's my first con, y'all. First one.
Yeah, me too. First
That's what I'm saying. First one. And, I've studied the greats. That's all I do is study the greats. And you're right, it's been about 20 times that I've been taken off social media. Because, speaking
Might
the
be
truth.
taken off after this, today.
More than likely. Because speaking the truth is one thing, but as our brother was saying, being active against the system is another. There are a lot of people who speak and talk on social media, but your brother is literally that in real life. So let me just help you understand something. I'm on the FBI watch list. Yeah, it's too late. Y'all ain't here. They took y'all pictures, so we hanging out. FBI watch list. White House disinformation doesn't list. There's only 12 of us on that list, and the 12th person is also the current HHS Secretary of the United States government. So we are both on the same list. Google that, disinformation doesn't. The Department of Homeland Security's watch list in Georgia. I don't know how that happened. And a bunch of other lists. So I have been taken off of social media by the US government, not simply because the algorithm is this or I posted something that they didn't like, but because the information that I was putting out primarily during COVID was so on point, they treated myself and 12 people like we were exposing the Epstein files. They said these 12 people, out of the president's mouth, Joe Biden, he said these 12 people are killing people with misinformation. So what is it? We're suing them. We're in the lawsuits, y'all. Yeah, thank you for the few who clapped. You don't just say something like that. But we were put all over the world, CNN, NBC. They brought in the 12 U.S. state attorney generals to the White House, and they said these people need to be taken off. They brought in Sundar Pichai of Google. They brought in Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, and at the time they brought in Jack Dorsey of Twitter, and they said you need to remove these 12 people off of your platforms, all of them. And I'm the only young black one on the list. Everybody else is white. So you take that how you will. But the point is, they were very afraid, and they still are afraid of those who speak the truth. So I want you to know that sometimes anime comes to life for real. fiction comes to life for real. You have superheroes in anime, but there are some of us who do this in real life. So
he's like, well, yes, first. But he's like a older Huey.
This is what Huey would be.
You know what I'm saying? If Huey grew up, it would be Reza Islam. But no, this is, so Reza and I, for those of you who don't know, we have been developing a really, really special project together. Reza and Martian Blueberry, and my wife and we didn't get the proper announcement. I didn't properly introduce my wife, but so Love is the other half of me. She's a co-founder of Martian Blueberry. She runs.
Love is no small potatoes. This sister.
Yes.
She knows some things.
She actually runs the studio. I just draw all the pictures and say funny shit. But like, she's the one that's actually doing the day-to-day. And we collaborated with Reza Islam on this really, really special project. So Reza came to the house and we met. You didn't tell me about all the lists you were on before we started developing this cartoon. But hey,
you on there too?
I'm in with both feet now.
Now.
We here now, so.
Yeah. But so we sat down and we just started talking about what is missing right now on TV and the reason why people feel like there's such a void since the Boondocks went away and what that show represented, what it meant. But also Black Dynamite. I think Black Dynamite doesn't get as much props as the Boondocks, but I do feel like we fearlessly attacked a lot of social comments. I mean, a lot of things ills in our community, in our society, and we spoke a lot of really dangerous truths, in the show. But we did it in a funny way so that we can laugh instead of cry. And right now, we kind of need that more than ever, right? So we started developing this series around Reza as basically like the Black Neo of this generation's Matrix.
But I have to say, we were really surprised to see what he liked as well, because we didn't, we're like.
Yeah, we were nervous.
We were nervous, like.
Can I say nigga around Reza? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, man, I'm from Compton. I'm like, okay. Oh. So we just started working on this idea of taking his real life as a superhero, as he told you, he's really living his life, and developing a show around it that could be funny, satirical, and have loads of social commentary. So the idea, just to give you like a short premise, so the idea is that Reza discovers that the projects are actually a government project, and they are running mind control experiments and all other types of genocide.
And actually, They Clone Tyrone was inspired by Black Dynamite. Just saying, it's the truth. It's the truth.
And Fun fact.
Yes.
Plot twist.
Right.
It's the truth.
Well, and by the way, and Stephen Love, one of the producers of
he's part of Martian Blueberry.
He's a part of Martian Blueberry, and we're all a family. And shout out to Joel's, the director, and like, we're all a family. But the mission is the same. Like we want to enlighten people. We want to speak these truths, but we also want to make people laugh. And so we took it a step further, right? And we started getting into like episode ideas, right? And playing with these conspiracies, especially nowadays, because we live in a world now where the government just admitted the aliens are real. I mean, you got billionaires eating babies. You know what I'm saying? You got Diddy parties. It's all kind of crazy shit going on. So we started developing this show, right? And I just want to give you like a little taste of what this show is before I show you what we're working on. So I started looking at these conspiracies that are going on, and I was thinking like the show needs to be like Black Twitter meets Black Mirror, right? So like all these conspiracies that we talk about on Black Twitter, but taken to the next level with the storytelling that we can use with animation. And so we had episodes like, we got this episode, you know how the smoke detector's always going off in the background in niggas' videos? So Reza's character in the show discovers that every time that smoke detector battery is going off, niggas start beefing with each other. Right? So he realizes that there's some frequency in these smoke.
You don't want the smoke.
Y'all
don't
get
want
it.
that
You
smoke.
get it.
You don't want that smoke, son.
Right. And how come, what's going on at these Waffle Houses? You know what I'm saying? Like after 2 o'clock in the morning, there's something in the syrup. So there's like nanotechnology that the shadow government is putting into the syrup that causes niggas to fight the cooks. So it's like, and how come white people don't use washcloths, the same ones that they sell in our communities? It's like that kind of stuff. You know, so.
No, we're going there, y'all. We're going all the way there. All the way.
And he was okay with all of this, so I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Say what? Right. So anyway, so we were thinking about, if we pitched this to a network, they would say hell no, right? So we were trying to think, well, how do we, only because of the risk, right? Like we were talking about earlier. So we were thinking, how do we minimize the risk? So we have to do this independently, right? So, thank you. So Reza, he took a chance on us as a new black animation studio that has no backing, right? We're getting this out the mud. He took a chance on us. We collaborated on this project, and the goal was to produce a short film that could also work as a proof of concept or a pilot for a TV series. So the short film, we're gonna show you, it's in its early stages.
Early stages, people,
really
animatic,
rough. It's an animatic, and for those of you who don't know what animatic is, it's basically a storyboard.
Just
drawings. It's a storyboard with voiceover and some sound effects and music, but it's really rough. But the premise of the short film is, are you guys familiar with A Quiet Place, the movie? So this is a parody of A Quiet Place. We're calling it Nigga Hush. So basically the idea is that the shadow government has bioengineered these creatures that are taking black people out when they say the N-word because they're mad that they can't use it. And Reza has the duty of stopping the community from using the N-word, which is impossible.
So good.
So we want to show you, like I said, it's in the early stages, but.
Really rough.
BlerDCon exclusive.
Yes. This is a BlerDCon exclusive. We really don't show things this early and this raw, but we really wanted to show something to you guys, and Reza wanted to be here and really present it. So we're doing this grassroots, and we just wanted you, we hope you guys can appreciate it. We have some really interesting talent. Should we say who all in, or afterwards?
Oh, with the voice
Yeah, voice actors.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we have Affion Crockett. Y'all know Affion?
Affion.
We have John DiMaggio. Do y'all know John DiMaggio?
John,
yes.
Ben DiMaggio,
yes.
sure.
Slink Johnson.
Slink Johnson.
Jay Nova and Corey Holcomb. We all have,
Corey.
so.
And Ace Vane.
And Ace Vane. Ace Vane. Yeah. And this is just like, it's a small, we're going to be working with a lot more people, but this is just a nice little teaser. But again, it's raw. Please understand it's raw.
Exclusive, y'all. It's exclusive.
Exclusive.
It's for y'all.
Hey, y'all see this? 36 black people mysteriously killed in Compton. It ain't even the summertime yet, dawg.
In Compton? That ain't mysterious. That's just Tuesday, gang. Feel me?
But what if it's like a serial killer or something, and they trying to murk us and Charlie Kirk us?
Man, look, they Charlie Kirk all the great ones. Malcolm, Martin, Dr. Sabi, Takeoff.
I'm just saying, we need to be on point.
Hey, who these mark-ass busters trying to creep up, homie? Hey, yo, Buddha, pass me the strap.
Be careful, my nigga.
Hey, who you? Robert? Man, what I tell you about indulging in illegal stimulants outside of designated operating hours, Cass?
Sorry, it's been just a really tragic week. I was a day late on the mortgage of my mansion. My 800 beacon score dropped 2 points. My cat, Fluffy, pain in the ass, scuffed the leather seats. And Bitcoin fell again. Can you believe that shit? I just need something for my depression, man. I just need
Yeah, I hear you. I don't want you shooting up no churches and shit.
Hey, Trav, here. Hey. Take the blunt.
Bro, I mean, you know, I'm just having problems, man.
And I'll take the beans too, honey.
Jeez, oh man.
I mean, your little bitch ass cat did scuff up the leather, right? You don't want it. Give it here.
God, Rome, take it easy, man. God, you know, you didn't need the gun. I think I paid a little.
Hey, look, we got us a beamer too, Nick. Yo, Reza, hey, I know you be doing all that Jackie Chan shit, but we ain't poisoning our own people, man. We out here just selling antidepressants to white folks, I promise. They deserve it, homie.
Which I can appreciate. Unmanaged white despair has a well-documented tendency to turn lethal. But it's not the drugs this time. It's the word, the N-word.
The N-word? You talking about Nick? Hey, man, you got one more time, Nick. Bruh, what N-word are you talking about? Nelly?
The one that traces back to Naga from ancient Sanskrit, meaning wise one, divine being, kings, and even gods, which is also the one that they weaponized because they can't use the word. They don't want anybody to use it.
Damn, that's some real white people shit there.
Worse, it's the shadow government. They built AI-engineered robotic creatures that will devour us every time we say it.
Oh, like some real quiet place type shit. Reza, you be all up in your marsupials, homie. Like you really be on that, homie.
But this is just one of many tools they're using to destroy us.
Well, man, I'm sorry, but I can't stop saying it, bruh. Ain't no other word like it. The 2 G's clear my throat every time I say it. You feel me? I'm willing to die for this shit. You got another word as strong as that one?
What do you mean? There's king, brother, God, homie, chief, my guy, my G, hell, even dude. I mean, it's not what I use, but you can use it.
Come on, bruh. You know dudes in Paris don't sound the same. Reza, it don't hit. I mean, is there like a loophole with the hard R or some shit?
Rome, I told you to take out this trash, nigga.
Mama, no! Oh, no. Now I ain't got no mama.
This is not a game. Look around you. These projects are an actual government project. They're experimenting on us. I mean, don't y'all find it odd that whenever we have internet beef, there's always a smoke alarm beeping in the background? Or when somebody eats waffles at Waffle House, they instantly start fighting the cooks. Or that white people don't use washcloths, the same ones that they sell in our community.
I just thought they were nasty, nigga. But it was worth it.
Oh, shit. Where the nigga go? Oh!
I can't stop saying it, nigga.
Damn, what happened to that nigga?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Damn. Listen, whatever you do not sing the song. I know it's hard, but please, brothers, please don't sing it. Resist.
Hey, that's my motherfucking God.
Oh, that's crazy, nigga. Really? Oh, shit. Damn. Nigga. Watch out.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Nigga. My God. Nigga.
Riza Islam, you are under arrest for truth distribution, unauthorized public enlightenment, conspiracy to awaken the masses, spreading banned historical facts, tampering with government lies, and operating critical thinking without a license.
That's it? Well, then by that same law, you're under arrest for violating privacy under the Patriot Act, weaponizing social media as a data harvesting tool, feeding the NSA's PRISM surveillance state, advancing consciousness hacking via brain implants, targeting black so-called identity extremists, not to mention your depopulation program through poison food, air, and water, masking genocide as abortion, family planning, GMOs, vaccinations, immunizations, and global sterilization, all under the banner of the World Health Organization?
Damn. Hey, boss, I ain't know all this when I took the job, and I saw the posting, it ain't say nothing about this on Indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have to quit. Reason, thanks for the info and love the suit, my nigga!
Who the fuck do you think you are? Some kind of Muslim superhero Batman or some shit?
No. I'm something far more powerful than Batman. I'm a black man.
Kill this conscious black motherfucker!
Boy, that Reza is one righteous nigga.
And Carl Jones.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, that's so fun. Yeah! Oh, that's so dope.
That brought a tear to my black eyes, boy.
That was fire.
So what do y'all think?
I like
Yes,
it.
sir.
That was dope.
Man.
That was...
This nigga right here. No.
Of course, Godfrey, you would.
Yo, that's fire.
Oh, I love it.
Fire.
I can't wait for you guys to see it in its totality because, we're working really hard on it. We got amazing artists on it, and it's just going to be crazy.
I really hope that you have some scenes where you're in a comedy club. Listen, because I've had discussions with comedians, and I ask, like, when we do comedy in front of majority, like, non-black audiences, and there's comedians that use the N-word every 5 minutes, and I go, why do you use it so much in front of, and it'll be smart black people, men and women, and I go, why do you, because I don't use that word in front of black audiences, I just don't. If I do, I use it for a certain purpose. But I go, why do you keep using that in front of them? And they say, well, I don't want anybody to tell me how to, I don't want anybody to take that from. I said, that's not our word. They made that up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you say it in front of like a majority white audience, are they laughing at you and your joke or the N-word?
Yeah.
Fun fact though, in Black Dynamite, they never used the word nigga, and I didn't even miss it.
Right.
Yeah, it felt like we said nigga, but
Okay, we're getting towards the end of the panel, so I'm gonna be running around for a quick Q&A. We're gonna try to fire off as many questions as possible. Everybody good with that?
Y'all know y'all want to ask these questions.
I'm starting with a pimp named Slickback in the front.
Pimp named Slickback.
Yeah. Come on now.
On point.
on point. Hilarious.
No, I just want to talk to the audience.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Okay.
I would just like to say that of all the niggers in niggerdom that have ever niggered, these are my niggers.
Yeah! There we go. My man, he came all out with it. He came all out.
He's in full character.
He knew Carl was coming.
He wouldn't make it.
You ate.
Right on, bro.
That's my man, Bill Johnson. Give it up for Bill.
Yeah.
Pimp named Slickback.
I love that came right after Godfrey went on his whole thing about the
What you say?
I love that he came on right after you went on your thing about the N-word.
I was like,
It's like perfect comedic timing.
Hi, I'm Phoebe. I have a question for Love. Happy Women's History Month.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, as COO and the co-founder of Martian Blueberry, like, how does a Black woman get into this field? Like, how do you navigate that? How do you build something from scratch? And how do you bring people along the way, along the journey?
That's a good question, because it is a very closed boys club, you know? And Carl has been very helpful with me, like even getting in front of the camera, because I'm like, I hide in the back. I'm fine with doing just everything in the back, but he's like, no, you need to be seen more, because Black women need to see this. And I needed to see this. You know, like honestly, I did. Because I didn't realize there were so many women or, you know, that were interested in animation. I found out that I think 70% of animation schools are filled with women.
Wow.
But they only hire 3% in the industry.
So weird.
And you can imagine the ratio of Black women, you know what I'm saying, is even probably a 0.5% of a percent, you know. So, you know, it's really important for, you know, more Black women to be seen in this industry, you know. So I'm trying my best, because I get anxiety, I get nervous, I don't like being in the cameras, but I'm trying my best to like show myself. But, you know, the thing is, Carl makes this easy for me, because I started in the music business, but I've always had a love for animation. I'm always a nerd. He's like, you're the biggest nerd I know. Like, you love video games, you're a Harry Potter fan, you're a Hufflepuff.
Boo! Gryffindor!
So he's like, this, you produce stuff, this is the right, and I have to say, I have been so happy in this medium. This has fulfilled me so much. Just seeing everything come to life, making these things happen, and doing it in an authentic voice that we're doing it in. So it makes it a lot more easy. It makes it a lot easier to be able to work on these type of projects with Riza. You know, I have to always remind them, hey, we need a woman represented. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need this, because I do. I'm always speaking up, talking about that too. You know, we can't say too much about it, but we do have our Meg Thee Stallion. You know, Carl is working with Meg Thee Stallion. And when I tell you, girl power all the way, we are going to be so happy, because we're finally going to be represented in anime. You call it what you want. You don't want to call it anime because it's Black, but it's the same people that do all the other animes that's working on this. But in an anime form, and just seeing us be authentic Black women and just badasses. So I'm always working on making sure we're represented. That's my biggest thing.
I will say.
Hiring.
And hiring,
and
too.
hiring.
Like, you know, I mean, like, I know you made the joke about dropping the bomb on the building, all the Black people did. And I think Chase Conley said that, who was a character designer on Black Dynamite. But if we don't do it, who else is going to do it? You know what I mean? So, like, we have to work with each other. We have to collaborate. And not even just hire, but we have to partner with each other, collaborate with each other. I mean, that's what it's about. Because especially right now, because as we see, nobody is checking for us. There's nobody coming for us but us. So this is really, really important. It's more so for our women, you know what I mean? Because it's even tougher, especially in this business.
Yeah. And we need y'all's support every time. That's why we're here. Like, we love BlerDCons. We love Black nerd spaces so much, because this is our audience, you know? So we love y'all, and we really appreciate it. I'm mad that I didn't have this when I was younger, because y'all are my people. I feel seen. I feel seen.
I'm going to tell you something, Love. If y'all don't know, y'all need to look this sister up. She is, when they say behind every man is a great woman, she's the front and center. Seriously. You need to check out Love.
She's the reason why Carl has my number now.
See?
Yes. Right. Yes.
We got.
Howdy. This one's for Carl Jones. If Black Dynamite was to continue for season 3, what would it entail?
Where you at?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
All right. If Black Dynamite was to continue, what would it entail?
Man, so let me tell you, We got 2 more seasons of Black Dynamite episode ideas. Wait, episode ideas.
I love that enthusiasm.
Like, where can I watch it?
So we pitched it. So here's the thing. The analytics are actually really good right now. The Boondocks and Black Dynamite are performing really well on the stream because we know some people at Adult Swim that told us like the numbers are still really good. So we went in and we pitched the show to HBO Max. We pitched 2 seasons worth of material and a movie. We had a movie that we wrote called it was called Escape from Slave Island, right? There's a black guy that got washed upon the shores of Los Angeles with shackles on, and Black Dynamite discovers that slavery is still taking place on an island. And it's become like a resort for these rich white billionaires that still want to experience
The
America.
Epstein Island?
Is it like Enter the Dragon type shit?
No, it's more like a vacation spot. For Black Dynamite, yeah.
Like going on an island.
Black Dynamite has to go undercover as a slave to free them.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So that was
Why
the
do I
movie.
need this
That was
so
the movie
bad?
premise, and then we had 2 seasons worth of material, man. I'm trying to remember some of them. We had this one episode idea where so it's supposed to be the invention of the Jerry curl, right? So basically, there was a white guy named Jerry that worked at a chemical plant. And he came home from work early one day and caught his wife in bed with a black man. And from that moment, he developed this chemical that he put into the Jerry curl activator that would change black people into niggas with attitudes.
Wow. Wow.
Only Carl.
That's Carl's
Only
great.
Carl could put
Carl
this together
Jones.
like that.
But that's not far-fetched,
Not
though.
far-fetched at all.
That's the
But
shit. They
that's
do
the-
shit like that.
That's the funniest thing about Carl, like, and these studios don't really understand. He's always thinking, because he's always thinking so far.
That's not
like he had an episode with what was that for the Kanye? For Bubble Goose. There was something he was doing with Adult Swim. And he had this idea with Kanye, basically going. This was what year was this though?
This is right after Black Dynamite ended because so Black Dynamite was canceled. I was told it was. I shouldn't say it. I was told it was.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
I was told it was too sophisticated for their audience.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. This is the shit they do, man. It's insane.
Yes.
My point exactly.
Damn.
But they were like, but we still want to work with you. What else you got? And so I had this character that had been with me for a long time. It was a goose with a bubble goose coat, and he had a best friend that was a juice bottle. And they were like, yes, that's the kind of fun we like. So it's almost, I pitched it almost like, I don't know, I was just trying to test the waters. And so I wrote a pilot where the Bubble Goose Ballers, their group of friends, they were in a sneaker line to get the new Yeezys, but the line was so long, they had to take a time machine so they could get to the front of the line. But they went too far into the future and discovered that Kanye West was running the entire world, and he was cutting off people's feet that weren't wearing Yeezys. He had TMZ in a concentration camp, and the only way they could get to Kanye's lair was through Kim Kardashian's ass. It was crazy. So there was all kind of basketball players in there.
This is not far-fetched.
But no, that's the thing, though.
Kanye would cut your
that's
feet off.
before we realized Kanye was going to run for president. This is before all of that. So imagine if he would have did that, and then Kanye started actually doing it.
So that's the thing. So the network, they said, we don't think Kanye is really relevant right now.
Kanye is not relevant right now.
So
cut to today.
We got a few more minutes, but do we have?
This is fun.
We
ain't going nowhere. It's fun.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Well, real quick, can I just say one thing real quick?
Let's get that last one off.
Can I say just real quick? So the name of Reese's project is Intellectual Power, and the short film. So it's Intellectual Power presents Nigga Hush as the short film, but the name of the series is Intellectual Power. I just want to say that.
Awesome.
So they have a panel. They have their table out front over here. You got one more question?
Big Papa Smurf from Ward A.
Papa Smurf.
So I got one just real quick, because I know y'all got to go. So now that we're going to get Nigga Hush, can we get the sequel to that called Nigga Please? And it teaches, and RZA has got to go to a convention and teach niggas on how to have manners, and for everything they want, they got to say please or else they die.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right.
I like that.
Nice.
Nice.
You look like Mr. T as a Smurf.
Carl Jones, Love Jones, the team of Martian Blueberry, RZA, Islam, Godfrey, Asheru.
BlerDCon.
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 Give it
Comparable.
BlerDCon.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
BlerDCon.
Black nerds unite.
Blur.